Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Homeschooling with Hira. I hope you all are doing great today. In today's video, as you can see, we shall learn all about adjectives. What are the different types of adjectives? What are the different degrees of adjectives? How to make the different degrees of adjectives, some rules, and much more. The best part of today's video that it's gonna be bilingual. सो जिन लोगों को उर्दू और हिंदी में वीडियोस चाहिए होती हैं वो भी इस वीडियो को देख सकते हैं क्योंकि आफ्टर एक्सप्लेनिंग इन इंग्लिश मैं उर्दू और हिंदी में भी इसको एक्सप्लेन करूँगी. This video will help you to understand the concept and will also help you to teach your kids and students. And if this is something that interests you, be with me to the end of the video and don't forget to like, subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notifications. Without any further ado, let's dive in. So first of all, let's talk about what are adjectives. Since our childhood, in our schools, we have been learning a definition of adjective that an adjective is a word that describes a noun or pronoun, or an adjective modifies a noun or pronoun. But when you teach this definition to a kindergartner or first grader, they will just not understand the word describe or modifies. So how can you simplify this definition? Simply change these two words with the word information. An adjective is a word that give us information about nouns and pronouns, right? So it will be easier for them to understand and to absorb the concept. What are adjectives? Adjectives give us information about nouns or pronouns. And after that, you can give them some examples and it will be pretty easy for them to understand that what are adjectives and how do we use them. उर्दू और हिंदी में सुन लीजिए. एडजेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं? एडजेक्टिव्स ऐसे वर्ड्स होते हैं जो नाउन और प्रोनाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं. ये वाली डेफिनेशन जो लिखी है ये आपने बचपन से पढ़ी होगी, बट अगर ये नहीं समझ आती या बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं और उनको समझ नहीं आती तो सिंपली बोल दें कि एडजेक्टिव्स वो वर्ड्स होते हैं जो नाउन और प्रोनाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं, राइट? ये डेफिनेशन बच्चों के लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करेगी और उनको आसानी से समझ आ जाएगा दैट व्हाट आर एडजेक्टिव्स, राइट? Now let's talk about the color and action of adjectives. Why I'm talking about the color and action of adjectives? Because when we teach grammar to kids, we teach them in multisensory way. This is the color coding of Jolly Grammar. This is a UK-based curriculum where we teach grammar in multisensory way. So the color for adjectives in Jolly Grammar is blue and the action is like this. You need to put your fist on your temple. जॉली ग्रामर में एडजेक्टिव्स के लिए जो कलर है वो ब्लू है और एक्शन ये है जो आप सामने देख रहे हैं. Now let's see some examples of adjectives. So what are adjectives? For example, this is a black watch. Now if I make a sentence that this is a watch, the sentence is fine, it's not wrong. But if I want to give some details about the watch or some more information about the watch, we can add an adjective that can be the color of the watch. This is a black watch. So the word black is giving us information about the watch, right? It is a clumsy cat. The word clumsy is giving us information about cat. Which type of cat? Clumsy cat. It's a Japanese dish. So the word Japanese is giving us information about the noun that is dish. Dish, cat, wash, they all are nouns. If you want to learn about nouns and different types of nouns, I have given a video in the description box. Go check that out later. So now it's time to say it in Urdu Hindi. This is a black watch. ये जो black word है ये हमको watch के बारे में information दे रहा है, इसलिए ये adjective है. It's a clumsy cat. Clumsy word जो है वो cat के बारे में information दे रहा है, so ये adjective है. It's a Japanese dish. Japanese word जो है वो हमें dish के बारे में बता रहा है कि कैसी dish है, कहाँ की dish है. Japanese dish है. तो Japanese जो है वो आपका adjective बन जाएगा, right? And in the same way, with some more examples, you can teach your kids and ask them that which word is giving you information about which thing, right? You can use some real objects in your classroom. You can have a water bottle and ask them, can you give me some information about the water bottle? They can say it's a blue water bottle, it's a green water bottle, the water bottle is full, the water bottle is empty, right? So anything is possible. You can just make many examples. Now the second thing is position of adjectives. What does it mean by position of adjectives? It means that adjectives can be written at different places. Though they describe nouns, their positions can be different. The first type, according to the position of adjectives, is attributive adjectives. Now, what are attributive adjectives? If the adjective is just before the noun, the cranky baby, this is attributive adjective. And this is the type that we teach first to our kids, to our students, right? We don't give this name to them, but we should know that we are talking about attributive adjectives. An old man. Man is a noun. Old is giving the information about man. So this is attributive adjective. The intelligent detective solved the mystery. Detective is a noun. Intelligent is an adjective. And since it's before noun, it is attributive adjective. Right? हिंदी में सुन लीजिए एट्रीब्यूटिव एडजेक्टिव्स वो होते हैं जो नाउन से पहले लगाए जाएं. जैसे क्रैंकी बेबी है, क्रैंकी एडजेक्टिव है, नाउन से पहले लगा दिया हमने, बेबी नाउन है. मैन जो है वो नाउन है, उससे पहले ओल्ड लगा दिया. डिटेक्टिव नाउन है, उससे पहले इंटेलिजेंट लगा दिया. छोटे बच्चों को हम जब एडजेक्टिव्स कराते हैं तो सबसे पहले एट्रीब्यूटिव एडजेक्टिव्स कराते हैं. और एट्रीब्यूटिव एडजेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं? वो एडजेक्टिव्स जो राइट बिफोर नाउन है, नाउन से बिल्कुल पहले आए, नाउन या प्रोनाउन से बिल्कुल पहले आए. Now the second type is predicate adjectives. What are predicate adjectives? They are also very simple. If your adjective is right after the linking verb, she looks gloomy. Now this is verb here, and after verb you have an adjective, so it will be your predicate adjective. He is hilarious. Is a linking verb. Hilarious is an adjective. And which type of adjective? Predicate. The food is delicious. This is a linking verb, and delicious is an adjective. So this is a predicate adjective. If you don't know about linking verbs, I have uploaded a complete video on types of verbs. So please watch that. The link is in the description box. It's crucial to learn about linking verbs because they are the most important type of verbs. So please do learn this. Now it's time to say it in Urdu और हिंदी. Predicate adjectives वो होते हैं जो linking verbs के बाद आते हैं. She looks gloomy. Looks here linking verb है, इसके बाद adjective आया तो ये predicate adjective है. He is hilarious is linking verb है, hilarious adjective है. So ये predicate adjective बनेगा. The food is delicious is जो है ये linking verb है. Linking verb के बाद अगर आपका adjective है जो कि आपको information दे रहा है किसी noun और pronoun के बारे में, तो ये adjective आपका predicate adjective होगा. अगर आपको linking verbs के बारे में नहीं पता तो ऐसी ही एक वीडियो मैंने verbs के ऊपर बनाई है जिसमें सारी types of verbs हैं. डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, प्लीज़ ज़रूर 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 देख लीजिए. Next is post positive adjectives. This is the third type according to the position of adjectives. So what are post positive adjectives? Post positive adjectives come right after the noun. If you have a noun, you have an adjective right after it, right? And mostly the post positive adjectives follow pronouns. You will also have nouns for them, but the most common way of using post positive adjectives is using them after pronouns. For example, tell me something interesting. This something is a pronoun here, right? And this word interesting, that is an adjective, is giving you information about something. Tell me something. Tell me something what? Something interesting, right? I have nothing evil towards him. Nothing is a pronoun. We can also call it indefinite pronoun, right? And the word evil is giving the information about nothing. If you want to learn more about pronouns, again, you can watch the video. The link is in the description box. We need someone, it's a pronoun, bold, to play this role. The word bold is giving you information about someone and why they all are post positive adjectives, because they all are right after pronouns, right? नाउ इट्स उर्दू एंड हिंदी टाइम. पोस्ट पॉजिटिव एडजेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं? ये हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं किसी भी नाउन या नाउन के बारे में, लेकिन ये उसके फ़ौरन बाद आते हैं. टेल मी समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग. समथिंग इज़ अ प्रोनाउन. अब इसके फ़ौरन बाद इंटरेस्टिंग आ गया जो कि एन एडजेक्टिव है, तो ये हो जाएगा पोस्ट पॉजिटिव एडजेक्टिव. आई हैव नथिंग ईवल टुवर्ड्स हिम. नथिंग इज़ अ प्रोनाउन और ईवल जो है ये इसके फ़ौरन बाद आया, तो ये भी पोस्ट पॉजिटिव एडजेक्टिव होगा. अगर आपको प्रोनाउंस के बारे में वीडियो देखनी है तो लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, उसको देख लीजिएगा प्लीज़. एक और छोटी सी बात बता दूँ, वर्ड्स लाइक समथिंग, नथिंग, समवन, ये सारे इनडेफिनिट प्रोनाउंस होते हैं. मज़ीद इसके ऊपर एक्सप्लेनेशन आपको प्रोनाउंस की वीडियो में मिलेगी. अभी चलते हैं नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पे. नाउ वी आर लर्निंग अबाउट ऑर्डर ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स. नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन? Let's read these two sentences. I have a big black cat. I have a black big cat. Big black cat, black big cat. Which sentence sounds weird to your hearing? I have a big black cat or I have a black big cat? This one sounds weird, right? Why? The meaning of both sentences is the same, isn't it? But this one sounds weird just because the order of adjectives has not been followed. If you are writing a sentence and you are not following the order of adjectives, your sentence will sound weird, right? Now, how would we know that what is the order of adjective? For that, I can help you with something. This is the order of adjective. There should be a determiner first, then your opinion about the thing you are talking about, shape or size, condition of the thing, color, origin, and material. If you are using any of these things, any of the adjectives to explain shape, size, color, condition, origin, material, you need to follow the same sequence. It shouldn't be like this, that you say the color first and then the size. For example, black big cat. That will be wrong. You need to say first big black cat. First shape and size, then the color. If you want to remember the order of adjectives, you need to memorize this mnemonic device. It's DOSC, com, DOSC, com, DOSC, com, right? If you open it, so it will be determiner, opinion, shape and size, condition, color, origin, and material. With some practice and repetition, you will get used to of that, and you can also train your children. We can also make kids do some activities to help them remember the order of adjective. If you want to see those activities, the video is in the description box. Now, here's an example that how to use adjectives in a sentence. Remember that you should not use more than 3 adjectives in a sentence, right? You cannot use, this is just, your sentence will be a little nonsense if you use more than 3 adjectives in a go. But I have written this example just to show you the order of adjectives so you can read it. This is a determiner. This is an elegant. Elegant is my opinion. I'm writing it here. Determiner, opinion. Thick, shape or size. Brand new, this is the condition. Multicolored, this is the color. Chinese, it's the origin. Cotton, it's the material. Quilt is the noun. So I have given you the information about a quilt with the help of all these adjectives. This is an elegant, thick, brand new, multicolored Chinese cotton quilt. However, we are not supposed to use these many adjectives in a single sentence. We can only describe a thing with 3 adjectives in a single sentence. If you want to give some more information, you need to change your sentence, right? But if you want to have some practice to follow the order of adjectives, you can make different sentences like this. Got it? Now we are moving towards degrees of adjectives. So what are the different degrees of adjectives? Degrees of adjective means positive, comparative, superlative. An adjective can be in its simple form, it can be in its comparative form, and then superlative form. For example, I have a big monster truck. I'm talking about just a monster truck that is big. In comparative, if I'm comparing two things, I'll say my monster truck is bigger than yours. Now I have two things and I'm comparing them. Okay? These are two nouns and we are comparing two nouns. Then we have the superlative form of adjectives. It is the comparison of one to all. My monster truck is the biggest, right? Now, this monster truck is the biggest because all the other monster trucks are smaller than this one. So, positive means you have only one thing, comparative means you are comparing two things, superlative means you are comparing one thing to all the others, right? This is called the degree of adjectives. उर्दू हिंदी में सुन लें एडजेक्टिव्स की डिग्रीज होती हैं पॉजिटिव कंपैरेटिव सुपरलेटिव. अगर हमको किसी एक चीज़ के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है, उसे डिस्क्राइब करना है, तो हम पॉजिटिव डिग्री को यूज़ करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई हैव अ बिग मॉन्स्टर ट्रक. मेरे पास एक बड़ा मॉन्स्टर ट्रक है. जब हम दो चीज़ों को कंपेयर कर रहे होते हैं, उनका मुकाबला कर रहे होते हैं, तब हम कंपैरेटिव डिग्री को यूज़ करते हैं एडजेक्टिव की. कंपैरेटिव निकला है कंपैरिजन से, मुकाबले से, ठीक है. तो वहाँ पे जब हम यूज़ करेंगे तो हम बोलेंगे माई मॉन्स्टर ट्रक इज़ बिगर देन योर्स. अब हमने दो चीज़ों का मुकाबला किया. सुपरलेटिव क्या होता है? सुपरलेटिव का मतलब होता है एक चीज़ को बाकी सारी चीज़ों से कंपेयर करना. तो अब यहाँ पे इस एग्जाम्पल में ये वाला मॉन्स्टर ट्रक सारे बाकी जो मॉन्स्टर ट्रक से इनसे बड़ा है, तो हम कैसे बोलेंगे? माई मॉन्स्टर ट्रक इज़ द बिगेस्ट. ठीक, इसका मतलब है कि मेरा मॉन्स्टर ट्रक सबसे बड़ा है. ये डिग्रीज हमको बच्चों को सिखानी होती हैं, खुद भी हमें आनी चाहिए. एंड इफ़ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू मेक द डिफरेंट डिग्रीज ऑफ adjectives, and now we'll see that how to make different degrees of adjectives. Many adjectives follow the same pattern. For example, smart, smarter, smartest, quick, quicker, quickest, fast, faster, fastest, large, larger, largest, small, smaller, smallest. In these different adjectives, we are adding er in the comparative form and est in the superlative form. These are the degrees of adjectives that we introduce to our little learners first because they are easier and simpler to use. उर्दू हिंदी में सुन लें. एडजेक्टिव्स की जो डिफरेंट डिग्रीज होती हैं, तो उसके अंदर कंपैरेटिव के लिए ज़्यादातर हम ER लगा देते हैं, जैसे स्मार्ट से स्मार्टर बन के, और सुपरलेटिव्स के लिए EST लगा देते हैं, जैसे स्मार्ट, स्मार्टर, स्मार्टेस्ट. लेकिन ये चीज़ हर जगह फॉलो नहीं होती. शुरू में हम बच्चों को ऐसे ही वर्ड्स देते हैं जो इस पैटर्न को फॉलो करें, लेकिन जैसे ही वो थोड़ा सा एडवांस लेवल पे जाते हैं तो हमको उनको रूल्स बताने होते हैं, जो मैं आपको नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में बताऊंगी. बिफोर आई मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड एंड टेल यू द रूल्स ऑफ डिग्रीज ऑफ एडजेक्टिव, हाउ टू चेंज देम, हाउ टू चेंज द स्पेलिंग्स. Let's take the picture of this slide because these are some words. They are just a handful of words that don't follow any rule. All these adjectives in their positive, comparative, and superlative form are different. They don't have any spelling pattern. For example, the word is good, comparative is better, superlative is best. Positive is bad, worse, worst. Positive is little, comparative less, superlative least. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. Far, farther, farthest, or far, further, furthest. So we can simply make a word list of these words and help our children memorize these words. ठीक है, इन words का कोई rule नहीं है, लेकिन अच्छी बात यह है कि बस थोड़े से words इनकी list बना लें और बच्चों को याद करा दें. इसके अलावा अगर आपके पास कोई एडजेक्टिव्स बनाने को आते हैं, एक्सेप्ट फॉर दीज वर्ड्स, इफ़ यू हैव गॉट सम अदर वर्ड्स with different spellings, so we can teach our kids some rules to make comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. So the rules are very simple. If you have a monosyllabic word, means you have only one vowel sound in the word, you will use ER to make comparative and EST to make superlatives. For example, deep, only one vowel sound is here. The long E is here. Deep, deeper, deepest. And the same pattern will be followed by all the monosyllabic words, right? Except for the words that I showed you in the previous slide. Now we have disyllabic words. Disyllabic words are words in which we have two vowel sounds or two syllables. For example, the word gentle. Gentle. This is the first syllable, this is the second syllable. So if you want to make the comparative and superlative of disyllabic words, so you can either add ER and EST at the end. But if you have any doubts about the spelling, use more and most. For example, gentle, gentler, gentlest. But if you think that this sounds weird, it doesn't sound right, or you have any spelling issues, so what you can do, you can say gentle, more gentle, most gentle. This will also work, right? For disyllabic words. Now let's talk about multisyllabic words. Multisyllabic words are the words in which we have multiple syllables or multiple vowel sound. For example, beautiful. The word is beautiful, it has 3 syllables. For multisyllabic words, we simply use more and most. Beautiful is more beautiful, most beautiful. So now I think that you and your students don't need to cram the spelling of the different degrees of adjectives. You can simply memorize these few rules and you will rock. In Hindi and Urdu, सुपरलेटिव और कंपैरेटिव डिग्रीज बनाने के लिए अगर आपके पास मोनोसिलेबिक वर्ड है, मोनोसिलेबिक एडजेक्टिव है, इसका मतलब है कि इसमें अगर सिर्फ एक सिलेबल है तो आप सिंपली ER और EST ऐड कर देंगे, आपकी कंपैरेटिव और सुपरलेटिव डिग्री बन जाएगी. अगर आपका वर्ड डायसिलेबिक है, डायसिलेबिक का मतलब होता है कि उसके अंदर 2 वावल की साउंड आ रही है. जैसे इन जेन यहाँ पे ए साउंड आ रही है, टल इसके अंदर शुआ साउंड है, अल, जेंटल. तो ये 2 सिलेबल वाले जो वर्ड्स होते हैं, इनको अगर आपने कंपैरेटिव और सुपरलेटिव में चेंज करना है तो या तो आप ER और EST लगा के चेंज कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आपको थोड़ा डाउट हो रहा है ना कि स्पेलिंग ठीक नहीं है, कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है, तो आप सिंपली मोर एंड मोस्ट लगा दें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जेंटल, जेंटलर, जेंटलेस्ट. लेकिन अगर ये नहीं समझ आ रहा तो आप करें जेंटल, मोर जेंटल, मोस्ट जेंटल. ठीक है. इसके बाद आ जाते हैं मल्टी सिलेबिक वर्ड्स. मल्टी सिलेबिक वर्ड्स वो होते हैं जिसके अंदर मल्टीपल वावल साउंड्स होती हैं. लाइक इन द वर्ड ब्यूटीफुल. ब्यूटीफुल में 3 वावल साउंड है. ब्यू, दिस इज टुगेदर इज अ ट्राइग्राफ. तो पहली वावल साउंड ये हो गई. टी, टी के बाद आई जो ए है ये दूसरी वावल साउंड और ये तीसरी वावल साउंड. तो इट्स अ मल्टी सिलेबिक वर्ड. इस तरह के वर्ड में हम सिंपली मोर और मोस्ट यूज करेंगे. मोर ब्यूटीफुल, मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल. स्पेलिंग चेंज नहीं होगी, बस मोर एंड मोस्ट आ जाएगा. Hope this is clear. And now we are moving to our next topic related to adjectives, but it's determiners. Way more important topic. If you haven't forgotten, I showed you the order of adjectives and their determiners were at number 1. So what are determiners? A determiner is a word placed in front of a noun or noun phrase to give information such as quantity, ownership and specificity. डिटर्मिनर क्या होता है? डिटर्मिनर ऐसा वर्ड होता है जो नाउन या नाउन फ्रेज से पहले आता है और इंफॉर्मेशन देता है हमें उसके बारे में. क्योंकि ये एडजेक्टिव के ही अंदर है, इट इज़ इंक्लूडेड इन एडजेक्टिव, तो इसका काम भी हमें नाउन या प्रोनाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देना है. लेकिन ये किस टाइप की इंफॉर्मेशन देता है? ये नाउन या प्रोनाउन की क्वांटिटी के बारे में बताता है, उसकी ओनरशिप के बारे में बताता है, यानी कि उसका मालिक कौन है. क्वांटिटी मतलब उसके मकदार क्या है या उसके, आई डोंट नो हाउ टू से क्वांटिटी इन सम अदर वर्ड्स. और स्पेसिफिसिटी का क्या मतलब है कि वो एक कोई जनरल चीज़ है, कोई आम चीज़ है या कोई ख़ास चीज़ है. स्पेसिफिक है, ख़ास है या जनरल है, आम चीज़ है. तो इन चीज़ों के बारे में हमें डिटर्मिनर्स इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं. तो नाउन से रिलेटेड ये जो चीज़ें हैं, क्वांटिटी, ओनरशिप और स्पेसिफिसिटी, डिटर्मिनर्स हमें इन चीज़ों के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, शी हैज़ 5 pairs of shoes and many dresses. Now let's find out the nouns in these sentences. Pair of shoes. It's a noun phrase. ठीक है, ये this is a noun phrase. She has 5 pair of shoes. The word 5 is giving us the information about this noun phrase, and this word is telling us the quantity of something. 5 is the quantity of pair of shoes, right? And Many dresses. Dresses is a noun. Many is giving us the information about dresses. How many dresses? Many dresses. So again, this is the quantity of something. So how these words are considered as adjectives? Because they give us information about nouns. And why do we call them determiners? Because determiners don't have any comparative and superlative degrees. There is a difference between determiners and adjectives, that determiners don't have any comparative or superlative degrees, right? This is the main difference between determiner and adjectives. Otherwise, they both function the same way. They give us information about nouns or pronouns. Now, let's talk about the second example. Our car is bigger than their car. Now, the word our is giving us information about car. Whose car is this? Car is a noun. Our is giving us information about the ownership of this car. Their car. Car is a noun. The word there is giving you the information about the ownership of this noun, that is car. So they are called possessive determiners or possessive adjectives. These are not pronouns, right? If you want to learn the difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives, please check the description box. It's something crucial to learn as well. That beggar, the beggar. That beggar is the beggar, again specifying. We saw at the park. We are talking about some specific park. We are not talking about any general park. That beggar is the beggar we saw at the park, right? So this is how determiners work, but determiners also have different types. So we shall learn the types of determiner, because if you sit in any international exams, they do ask about the different types of determiners. So let's talk about types of determiners. We have these many types of determiners: articles, demonstrative determiners, possessive determiners, cardinal number, ordinal numbers, quantifier, distributive, and interrogative. One by one, we will just see some examples of all of them and you will surely understand them. Articles. So what are articles? The articles are the words a, and the. They define whether something is specific or unspecific. आर्टिकल्स क्या होते हैं? आर्टिकल्स ये 3 वर्ड्स हैं, ए, एन और द, और ये क्या करते हैं? ये हमें बताते हैं कि कोई चीज़ स्पेसिफिक है या जनरल है। इस बात का क्या मतलब हुआ? ये आपको नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में एग्जाम्पल्स में पता चल जाएगा। Articles are of two types. We have definite article, that is the or the, and indefinite article, that is a or an. Now, what does it mean by definite or indefinite article? To learn this, we will see some examples. Let's read these sentences with me. There was a or the poor girl. What is the right adjective here? We are talking about any girl. We don't know which girl we are talking about. So there was a poor girl. Blank girl would live in blank village under blank oak tree. Now, the second time we are using the word girl, and now we know that which girl we are talking about this girl. Okay, we have already talked about this girl, so we will write the definite article because we know that which girl we are talking about. Here it was indefinite because we didn't know that which girl we are talking about. There was a poor girl. The girl would live in a village or the village. The word village in this sentence is coming for the first time, so this will take an indefinite article. The girl would live in a village under an oak tree, right? Now again we are talking about the girl, and now we know which girl we are talking about, so we will say the girl was so poor that she didn't have anything to eat. Village was small but beautiful. Now we are using the word village for the second time, so we know which village we are talking about. We'll say the village was small but beautiful, right? Because we have already talked about village in the first line. Now we cannot use a village was small. The village was small, it's right. Blank villagers were also not rich but always tried to help the girl. Now, this word villagers is coming here for the first time, but can you use a with villagers? It's a plural. So, with plural, we need to use the definite article, that is, the villagers were also not rich but always tried to help the girl. The girl. So this is how we use a, the, and an. If you want to learn more about articles and how to teach articles in multisensory way to kids, please check out the description box. The video is there. These articles are not a separate part of a speech. They are a kind of adjective, or you can say determiners. Using the wrong indefinite article. What does it mean? This is a very common mistake that many of us make. When we say a MA degree or an MA degree, what do you think? Which one is correct? It's an MA degree. Why an is correct? The letter M is written here, but if you just write am, so am begins with the a sound. We are listening the sound of this letter. We are not listening here, right? The sound when we say am is the sound of letter A. That's why we are using an MA degree. In this example, a unicorn or an unicorn. What is the sound of letter U that you hear here? Is it a or U? U. It's unicorn. So the first sound that comes out from our mouth when we say unicorn is the sound of letter Y. This is why we write a unicorn. We follow the sound that is coming out from our mouth, not the letter written here, right? Now the word is honest. Aw is a vowel, so an honest vowel. An honest man, not a honest. Uniform. Again, we have the y sound, so a uniform, not an uniform. This letter is a vowel, but the sound that is coming out from our mouth when we are saying this word is not the vowel sound. It's a consonant sound. That's why we are using a here. Right? Hope this is clear. Just giving you some information in Urdu Hindi. जब भी हम ए और एन लगाते हैं किसी भी वर्ड से पहले, तो हमको वर्ड बोल के उसकी साउंड सुननी होती है. जैसे अगर हम एम ए बोले ना, एम एम एम, तो जब एम बोलते हैं तो हमारे मुँह से ए की साउंड निकलती है. इसलिए हम इससे पहले एन लगाएंगे. हमको लेटर को नहीं देखना, हमको उसकी साउंड सुननी है. अब इस वर्ड में यूनिकॉर्न में लिखा हुआ तो यू है, जो वाल है, लेकिन जब हम बोलते हैं तो हमारे मुँह से या निकलता है, या यूनिकॉर्न. तो इसलिए हम इधर ए यूनिकॉर्न लगाएंगे, एन यूनिकॉर्न नहीं बोलेंगे, क्योंकि साउंड क्या निकली है, या यूनिकॉर्न. ठीक. ऑनेस्ट में लिखा हुआ तो एच है, लेकिन साउंड क्या निकल रही है मुँह से. वी डोंट से हॉनेस्ट. हॉनेस्ट नहीं बोलते ना, हम बोलते हैं ऑनेस्ट. और जो है वो वाल साउंड है, तो इसलिए इससे पहले एन लगा दिया. यूनिफॉर्म में भी य साउंड है, इसलिए इससे पहले एन नहीं लगाएंगे. एन लगता है खाली वाल साउंड से पहले. राइट. अब हम देखते हैं सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ डिटर्मिनर्स, दैट इज demonstrative determiners. A demonstrative determiner defines where its noun or pronoun is in relation to the speaker. Demonstrative determiners are also known as demonstrative adjectives. We have 4 demonstrative determiners: this, that, these, those. Now, to get the clear picture of this definition, we can quickly see some examples. I just told you that demonstrative determiners are this, that, these, those. So when do we use this and these? When we are talking about the things that are close to the speaker. For example, this is my book. The book is close and it's also singular, only one. These are my books. The books are close to the speaker and they are many. So we are using these. In this example, we have that is my book. Now the book is far, so we are using that. And it's singular too. Those are my books. Now the books are plural and they are far, so we are using those. Now please listen to the explanation in Urdu and Hindi. Demonstrative determiners क्या होते हैं? ये ऐसे words होते हैं जो आपको बताते हैं कि noun और pronoun कहाँ पे है फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ स्पीकर, मतलब बोलने वाला, जो भी बंदा बोल रहा है, जो भी नाउन या प्रोनाउन के बारे में बात कर रहा है, तो उसके हिसाब से वो नाउन या प्रोनाउन किधर है। अगर नाउन या प्रोनाउन स्पीकर के पास, जो बोल रहा है बंदा, उसके पास है, तो बोलेंगे दिस एंड दीज। अगर नाउन या प्रोनाउन जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है वो स्पीकर से दूर है, तो हम यूज़ करेंगे दैट एंड दोज। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे ये बुक पास में है, तो जो भी स्पीकर होगा, जो बंदा भी ये सेंटेंस बोल रहा है, वो बोलेगा दिस इज़ माई बुक, अगर बुक उसके पास है। अगर ज़्यादा बुक्स उसके पास हैं, वो बोलेगा दीज आर माई बुक्स, ठीक है। अगर बुक उससे दूर है, तो बोलेगा दैट इज़ माई बुक। अगर ज़्यादा बुक्स हैं और वो उससे दूर हैं, तो वो बोलेगा दोज आर माई बुक्स। तो ये डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव डिटर्मिनर्स होते हैं। इनका काम क्या होता है कि ये आपको बताते हैं कि जो नाउन या प्रोनाउन है आपका, वो स्पीकर से, जो बंदा भी बात कर रहा है, जो बंदा भी सेंटेंस बोल रहा है, उससे कितने फासले पे है, उसके पास है या उससे दूर है, राइट। Now the third type of determiners, that is possessive determiners. What are possessive determiners? A possessive determiner sits before a noun or pronoun to show who or what owns it. Possessive determiners are my, your, his, her, its, our, their, and whose. Now, some of you must be thinking that these are the pronouns. So, please, they are not pronouns. They are possessive adjectives or possessive determiners. If you want to learn the difference between these two, you will find a video link in the description box. Please check that out. Right? Let's see these examples. My mother cooks delicious food. Mother is a noun. The word my is giving the information about mother. Whose mother? My mother. This is why this is an adjective, possessive adjective, or possessive determiner. Does this belong to your brother? Your brother is a noun. Your is giving us some information about brother. So it is adjective, but which type of adjective? Possessive adjective. Is this the boy whose father passed away? Father is a noun. Whose is giving us information about father, so it means that this is an adjective. Which type of adjective? Possessive adjective. It's time to give the explanation in Urdu and Hindi. इसको इसमें देख लें. पोजेसिव डिटर्मिनर्स या पोजेसिव एडजेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं? ये नाउन और प्रोनाउन से पहले आते हैं, उनका रिलेशनशिप शो करने के लिए, किसी चीज़ से उसकी ओनरशिप शो करने के लिए. पोजेसिव डिटर्मिनर्स कौन कौन से हैं? माई, योर, हिज, हर, इट्स, आवर, देयर, हुज. ये प्रोनाउंस नहीं हैं. प्रोनाउंस जो होते हैं वो होते हैं माइन, योर्स, हिज, हर्स, आवर्स, देयर्स, एंड सो ऑन सो फोर्थ. एंड हुज, बट हुज अलग तरीके से यूज़ होता है प्रोनाउंस में. उसके लिए अलग वीडियो है, वो आप देख सकते हैं बाद में. पहले ये समझ लें कि ये वाले वर्ड्स जो हैं, ये एडजेक्टिव्स या डिटर्मिनर्स कैसे हैं. यहाँ पे मदर जो है ये आपका नाउन है. माई मदर कुक्स डिलिशियस फूड. मदर आपका नाउन है. माई आपको मदर के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है. किसकी मदर? मेरी मदर. ठीक है. तो दिस इज़ वाई दिस इज़ अ डिटर्मिनर और पोजेसिव डिटर्मिनर, क्योंकि रिलेशनशिप, ओनरशिप शो कर रहा है. डज दिस बिलोंग टू योर ब्रदर? ब्रदर नाउन है. ठीक है. योर जो है ये रिलेशनशिप भी शो कर रहा है और आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन भी दे रहा है ब्रदर के बारे में. किसका भाई? तुम्हारा भाई. Is this boy whose father? Father is a noun. Whose word यहाँ पे बोल रहा है किसका father? क्या ये वो लड़का है जिसके father? किसके father? जिसके father passed away. जिसके father की डेथ हो गई है, जिसके father का इंतकाल हो गया है. ठीक है. तो इस तरह से ये सारे वर्ड्स पोजेसिव डिटर्मिनर्स हैं, क्योंकि ये ओनरशिप शो कर रहे हैं, रिलेशनशिप शो कर रहे हैं, और ये प्रोनाउंस नहीं हैं क्योंकि ये नाउन को रिप्लेस नहीं कर रहे. Got it? Let's check out quantifier determiners. Any determiner that refers to an amount or quantity can be classified as a quantifier. For example, 1, 2, first, second, third, much, several, some, many, few, little, less, no, all, and many more. For example, he owns several farmhouse. Several is giving information about farmhouses, and many cars. Now this word several is giving us information about the quantity of farmhouse, but The quantity is not defined. So we can also say that this is an indefinite adjective or simply quantifier determiner. Many is also not giving you an exact number, but it is giving you the information that he has many cars. This is why it's a quantifier. He has 2 cats. Cats is the noun. 2 is giving you information about cats. How many cats? 2 cats. 3 dogs. Dog is a noun. 3 is giving about information about dogs. And some chicken. Chicken is a noun. Some is giving you information about chickens. So we can have words like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first, second, third. They are also quantifier determiners. And words like many, several, less, little, few, much. They are also quantifier. Some are indefinite, some are definite. Let's listen to this explanation in Urdu Hindi now, please. क्वांटिफायर क्या होते हैं? क्वांटिफायर ऐसे डिटर्मिनर्स होते हैं जो किसी भी अमाउंट या क्वांटिटी को रेफर करते हैं नाउन की. ठीक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही ओन्स सेवरल फार्म हाउसेज. फार्म हाउसेज नाउन है. सेवरल आपको बता रहे कि कितने फार्म हाउसेज उसके पास काफ़ी हैं. आपने एग्जैक्ट नंबर नहीं बताया, लेकिन फिर भी क्वांटिटी बता दी कि एक से तो ज़्यादा हैं, काफ़ी हैं उसके पास. मैनी कार्स. कार नाउन है. मैनी इसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है कि बहुत सारी कार्स हैं उसके पास. अब ये 2, 3 एंड सम, ये भी आपको इन नाउन्स के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं कि कितना कितना क्या क्या है उसके पास. और क्योंकि ये क्वांटिटी बता रहे हैं नाउन्स की, तो ये क्वांटिफायर डिटर्मिनर्स हैं. और इनका भी सुपरलेटिव और कंपैरेटिव नहीं बन सकता, इसलिए हम इनको डायरेक्टली एडजेक्टिव्स नहीं बोलते बल्कि डिटर्मिनर्स बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव डिटर्मिनर्स. What are distributive determiners? A word that refers to a group of people or every individual in a group. As the name is showing, distributive. So, words in distributive determiners are words that show every individual in a group or refer to all the people in a group. For example, each refugee has been given shelter. Each means everyone. Every person has got food. Both of you should go together. All of them were rotten. All these words are giving the information about the nouns next to them. Each refugee. Every person. This is the noun here. Both of you. This is the pronoun here. All of them. Them is a pronoun here. So these words are referring to every person in the group or all of them. Now let's listen to the Urdu Hindi explanation of this. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव डिटर्मिनर्स क्या होते हैं? ये रेफ़र करते हैं, ये ऐसे वर्ड्स होते हैं जो रेफ़र करते हैं एक सिंगल पर्सन या हर शख्स इन अ ग्रुप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ईच रेफ्यूजी हैज़ बिन गिवन शेल्टर्स. सब रेफ्यूजीज़ को, हर एक को, हर किसी को जो रेफ्यूजी था उसको शेल्टर मिला. एवरी पर्सन हैज़ गॉट फूड. हर शख्स को खाना मिला. बोथ ऑफ यू, यहाँ पे ये प्रोनाउन को वो कर रहा है. तुम दोनों. शुड गो टुगेदर. तुम दोनों. The word both is a determiner here because it is giving you information about you. Both of you. All of them. Them is a pronoun. All is giving us information about it. All of them were rotten. सब खराब थे, सब सड़े हुए थे. And this is how distributive determiners work. Next type is interrogative determiners. We have 3 interrogative determiners in English: whose, what, and which. They come before a noun to ask for some specific information about it. Now, why interrogative determiners are determiners? Because determiner give us information about nouns, and interrogative determiners ask for some information about nouns. The information is missing, or the person who is asking doesn't know that piece of information. So we use an interrogative determiner to ask for the information. Whose bag is this? What color do you like? Which ice cream do you want to have? In English, we have these 3 interrogative determiners that are written here. Urdu Hindi version, interrogative determiners क्या होते हैं? ये होते हैं whose, what and which. 3 interrogative determiners होते हैं इंग्लिश में. काम इनका क्या होता है कि ये हमसे नाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन पूछते हैं. जैसा कि यहाँ पे बैग नाउन है, तो whose आपसे पूछ रहा है whose bag is this? किसका बैग है? कलर यहाँ पे नाउन है, व्हाट कलर डू यू लाइक, कौन सा कलर पसंद है तुम्हें. आइसक्रीम यहाँ पे नाउन है, विच आइसक्रीम डू यू वांट, कौन सी आइसक्रीम पसंद है तुम्हें. There is a little difference between the use of what and which. So just listen to this, please. It will help you in deciding between these two words. They both are used to ask for some choices, but we use what when the options are unknown. For example, what color do you like? You don't know about it anything. But if you say which ice cream do you want to have, so you must have three choices. You know the options that we have: vanilla, pistachio, and strawberry. So from these three, which one somebody want to have. So if you have the choices known, you will use which. If the choices are unknown, you will use what. राइट. विच और वॉट का डिफरेंस सुन लीजिए. अगर आपको पता हो जिस चीज़ के बारे में आप सवाल पूछ रहे हैं कि उसमें स्पेसिफिक चॉइसेस हैं, जैसे आइसक्रीम में आपके पास बस 3 ही फ्लेवर्स हैं, तो आप पूछेंगे विच आइसक्रीम डू यू वांट. लेकिन कलर में आपके पास बहुत सारी चॉइसेस है, बट यू डोंट नो कि वो कौन कौन सी चॉइस है, अगले बंदे को क्या पसंद हो सकता है, तो आप बोलेंगे व्हाट कलर डू यू लाइक. ठीक है. लेकिन अगर यही इंफॉर्मेशन आप किसी ड्रेस के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, समझे आपके पास सिर्फ ब्लू ड्रेस है और ब्लैक ड्रेस है, and then you are asking what color do you like, then this will be wrong. You will say which color do you like, blue or black, because now the choices are known. And with this, this is the end of our today's class. I hope you have got so many things new and useful here. If you want to take the test on adjectives, I'm sharing a link in the description box. You can attempt that quiz. You can play some games. The site is Grammarly. Click on the website, go there, check your knowledge. And if you have liked the video and have got something useful from it, do write a comment, please. I'll see you soon with something new. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.